Hi everyone! With our sensing function and abilities, our five common senses, we perceive information, energy of the physical layer of the reality, of the conscious layer of the reality. With our intuition function and abilities, or sixth sense, we perceive information, energy of the psychical layer or metapsychical layer of the reality, of the unconscious layer of the reality. There are surely many layers or many dimensions. It is not because we don't see or perceive something that it doesn't exist. We have physical ability by using our body, and we have psychic abilities by using our mind or spirit. We have a physical body, and we also have an astral or etheric body. Our sixth sense, the second sight, the lucidity, the third eye, which is the sixth chakra, which is also called the mind eyes, the inner eyes, the eyes of consciousness, the eyes of wisdom, the eyes of intuition. All of that is the same thing. It is the intuition, or at least is strongly linked to intuition. We can activate it via the pineal gland with the frequency 936 Hz or 852 Hz, and when it is activated, it raises the intuition, the clarity of thought, increase the awareness. The intuition, sixth sense, third eye, pineal gland, all of that is connected. It is the same idea. The sixth sense is also called extrasensory perception, cryptesthesia, and metanomy. About the metapsychic or psychic abilities, the cryptesthetic power, the functionality of the sixth sense. The sixth sense is the metapsychic way of knowledge, the cryptesthesia, the special sensibility involving the vibration of the reality, the unconscious intelligence. For me, it connects well with the intuition, which have access to the unconscious, this deep sense of knowing coming in part from the unconscious. It is the special sensitivity of our human intelligence, which is different from the other five senses. It is the special aesthesia which reveals to us a fragment of reality, ability to perceive vibration of the reality, the knowledge of a fragment of truth, which does not come to the intellect through normal sensory channel. The sensing energy is the perception of subtle energies such as aura or the energy field of living being and object. Anti-subtle energy equals the vibration of the reality, the frequencies, the vibration emitted by living being and inanimate object. Everything is information, energy, and have vibration. Sensing energy equals the vibration. The extraordinary perception is the capacity to perceive beyond the limit of the ordinary senses, potentially allowing for remote viewing or perceiving events beyond one's immediate surrounding. The cryptesthesia, more frequent than telekinesis, is the perception of the knowledge of the reality of hidden thing or event by the sixth sense. It is the way to this knowledge is the unknown, hidden, cryptic sensitivity, which make it possible to arrive at metanomy. Metanomy means knowledge. We are metanium because we have cryptesthesia. We use our sixth sense or cryptesthesia to acquire metanomy, the knowledge we acquire by psychic way. The cryptesthesia equals the sixth sense. The psychometry or pragmatic cryptesthesia, it emanates vibration from an external object and it brings cryptesthetic knowledge or psychic information about the object and on the person to whom the object belonged. The real cryptesthesia, when the fact indicated by the sensitive did not reach him through the normal five senses, the vibration of the reality is the metapsychic phenomena. I suppose they are the same than the frequencies, the Hertzian wave. The metapsychic is a science which has at its object phenomena, mechanical or psychological, due to forces which seems intelligent or to unknown power latent in human intelligence. The telepathy is the ability to read or communicate thought between individuals without conventional way of communication. The pure telepathy or mental suggestion, there is a transfer of an energy going from a human brain to another human brain, cerebral vibration. It is the transmission of an interior thought, an interior will, not being translated by any external gesture. The thought of A, which would be transmitted to the thought of B, is very often unconscious. Mental suggestion, pure telepathy, seems rare. The telepathy, telekinesis, is the vibration of a material fact, a vibration of external mechanical reality, ancient or present, for example, the metapsychic view of a hidden information, drawing or text. The psychokinesis or telekinesis is the ability to move lightweight objects or influence physical reality with the power of the mind without physical contact. I think the element bending fall into this category. The tactile hyperesthesia, for example, a sealed envelope with a letter inside, a drawing and or writing or text, or even several envelopes inside each other, the sensitive person accurately guessed the drawing and or text, but also add other details when, who, and how. The clairvoyance, the lucidity, encompass precognition and retrocognition, premonition and monition. The premonition provides glimpse or warning about future events before they happen. The monition are the warning of death or monition of death or any other event that happens in the present or that already happened. The clairvoyance is the access or perception of psychic information, messages by image, vision from the past, present or futures, deep intuition and feeling through images. The clairaudience is the access or perception of psychic information, messages by sound, ability to hear the angel, spirit or the dead. The clairsentience is the access or perception of psychic information, messages by intuition, feeling, emotion, vibration, sensation from people and environment. The clairsentient may experience physical sensation such as chills, tingles, or pain as they sense information. The claircognizance is the access or perception of psychic information, messages by intuition and knowingness. The individuals receive insight, ideas, and messages directly into their mind without any external input. They may receive sudden flashes of knowledge, a sense of knowing, or a strong feeling that something is true. The state of hypnosis, access to the unconscious and therefore to the collective unconscious. A sleepwalker or somnambulist is a person who in hypnotic sleep can act or speak. The astral projection, astral body or ghost, astral body radiation is simply the etheric body. A truthful hallucination is simply when a perception, vision or dream is true, when it's a monition or premonition. The intuition is the instinctual understanding without relying on conscious reasoning. The sixth sense is not present in children. The sixth sense is rare in normal people. They have little or no kinesthetic power. The sensitive or hypersensitive person may have one or many kinesthetic power. The sensitive, hypersensitive can get information, knowledge by our sixth sense or intuition which perceive the psychic vibration of the reality, and I think our five normal senses can also be more sensitive. The phenomenon related to the sixth sense can be intentional or not wanted, accidental, when we are awake, dream or are hypnotized. For example, an astral projection out-of-body experience can be intentional or not, which can be scary, but when we experience it, we find it normal. The tarot reading and synchronicity, sign of the unconscious of the universe, involve the vibration of the reality too, and the sixth sense. It is possible our physical body is related to our five normal senses, and our etheric body is related to our sixth sense, our intuition, our mind, or spirit. And for the question whether our mind is in the body or the body in the mind, I think it's both, and that our etheric body is flexible. I think to have the complete understanding of the intuition and its functionality or abilities, in one part we have to learn or function the intuition in the knowledge of the cognitive function in the MBTI, in the other part by learning about the sixth sense. If I forgot word and faculties of the sixth sense, you can share it in the comment. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.